So Quam is Quantum Alchemist Master Map of Consciousness. This is another company I have. And let me walk you through it a little bit. I'll try not to make it too long. So, our current perception of the self. So, you're going to see throughout your life that the current perception of yourself will change and shift. Okay. Hopefully, at some point, you will begin to realize more and more your I am presence, your I am perception of self, yourself instead of with a lowercase s, with a capital S, and so forth. But I don't want to get into that. I don't want to condition you into what you have to perceive yourself as. That's your path. That's for you to figure out. Okay. So, our current perception of self has to very much impacts our current reality. Our emotions very much impact the current reality. Our feelings, same thing. Senses, and you see is split. We have our regular senses and we have what I like to call our subtle senses. Okay. And then you have your thoughts, your subconscious, right? As you know, it directs, they say, 95% of your life, right? And only 5% is actually conscious. Our outlook in life, right? Our projections, our personification, the archetypes, right? If you're familiar with the tarot, or you're familiar with Carl Jung and the archetypes, right? We go through so many archetypes, and sometimes we have multiple archetypes happening at once, right? And sometimes there's one that predominates more in that specific time in our life, right? And our personality, of course, our id, our ego, our super ego, the self, Atman and Brahman, right? So all the way back to source, to our soul, and then source, right? And then here in the middle, we have an infinity symbol, right? At the bottom of this infinity symbol, we have empty space, collective unconscious void, right? So all of us, maybe without being conscious, if we think we're all one, for example, we do have our collective as one unified field on consciousness, right? So a lot of people are operating from the collective unconscious, right? And I don't really like to make the difference of like dimensions and vibrations and so forth, but I understand sometimes to explain these things, words, there are no words to explain it. It's something that either you experience or but I'll try my best. Let's just say there's a lower vibrational aspect of things, just to put it into some sort of words, right? And many people are operating from this lower aspect of consciousness. Okay. So our collective unconscious here. Okay. And then at the upper part of the infinity symbol, we have our supra consciousness, God, source, infinity, 0 point, the absolute. Okay. And then here in the middle, it's where they converge, right? And we all have the capability of tapping into directly, without any third parties or anything outside of you, your own breath, um, to the supraconsciousness, right? And from there, we can embody that, bring it down to matter, bring it down to, the ripple effect, right? We are that antenna, that bridge between heaven and earth, however you want to put it, right? By accessing the quantum field, you have access to all, so infinite possibilities. The more aware you become, the more you can choose from your superconsciousness and not the collective unconscious, right?